Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Carolyn and this is Stitching in the Delta. So I know it's been a couple of years since I recorded a video. Lots of things have happened in that time and I'm very glad that I could spend this time with you again. I wanted to share a 2024 finishing video. And I'm hoping to get back to recording and maybe record more often, at least I don't know how often, but we'll see how that goes. So I have several finishes from this past year that I wanted to share with you, and I thought that would be fun to do today. So we're going to start with a couple of Christmas presents that I need to get wrapped because they're hopefully I will see my brother and sister-in-law next week. Not next week, this weekend, yeah. And that way I can pass those along. Now, the first one, I actually do not have the title for the piece or any of the information other than I believe it was probably DMC. I have already gifted that pattern and the fabric was either cut specifically for it or I gifted the fabric as well along with the pattern. I've been trying to kind of either rehome or gift the patterns, some of the patterns after I finished with it with my local stitching group. Kind of depends on what's happening. So let's go ahead and start. So here we go. The first piece, Christmas, something. There we go. So I did this for my sister-in-law. They do a lot of Christmas decorating in their house, so I thought that would be really cute to kind of be included in her stuff. I really liked the holly at the bottom of this. That was fun to do. And it was just so simple and little. So there again, mystery pattern, mystery fabric. I had it framed at Hobby Lobby, very simple black frame. There again to go with their kind of Christmas decor and whatever they'd like to do with it. So yeah, I like that one. Oh. Here we go. The next one is the first one that I have written down. So I think that past one was finished. It was finished after last year's Christmas, or it was framed after last year's Christmas because I couldn't give it to her for Christmas or for her birthday. So it was done either probably end of January, but don't have it written down. So this one is my January start and finish of 2024, and it's Love Family Home, Little House Needleworks. Now some of this mysteries. Okay, 32 count mystery, but R&R. So R&R Reproductions, not sure the color. Nice tan. And here we go. Called for Classic Colorworks. And what I wrote down about it, logo pattern. So that may be, if you're familiar with Little House Needleworks, that's their logo. Fun, easy stitch. And that one's for my brother. I'm hoping he can do something with it. Maybe take it to his office. My favorite part about it was the little heart down in the middle. And I love the fact that it wasn't a red heart. It's kind of a brown heart. Makes it kind of manly. So anyway, I like that one. And the fence was really fun. The little gate on the fence was fun. So yeah. Other things. Oh, framed at Hobby Lobby. You'll notice I had it double matted just for fun. And I also had my other one double matted. Okay. This one I did for me. This is Coffee Time. Didn't write down the pattern designer. Don't remember. Also, so my February start and finish done on probably some of the same R&R fabric. I had a huge piece that I had rescued from a shop that was, yeah, some of the fabric needed rescuing. And yeah, a huge piece. But the pattern I passed along with, this was when that piece of fabric got passed along. So that, and the threads actually, the person who took this took the threads for this one, and they were going to do it themselves with the same threads. There we go. Okay, I think the angle's best there. I like, and I can't remember if this was on the pattern or if I did it. I turned the lights on in one of the house windows, but again, I can't remember if I did it or they did it. Hobby Lobby frame. This was one of their ready-made frames. I thought that was like the coolest frame ever for this particular piece. And this piece has like a sister piece in the pattern. So there's a coffee time and a tea time. And the difference is the little coffee pot or the teapot in the middle. And usually I would have done the tea time because I am a teapot collector. I love my teapots. But I thought this one was fun. So, coffee by the candles light warms a heart into the night. And quick, easy piece, called for DMCs, 32 count, so 2 over 2. And I think that is where I switched. Yeah, everything else on the list should be 36 count. So we're gonna do, this is by finish date. Okay. This next one is Coffee First, Quaker by Heartstring Samplers. This was my deep into the stash. Deep into the whips, started in 2021, and I put 2021/2022, so probably December, January, sometime around there, and lots of things happening. But I finished this in March of this year. 36 count. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. 36 count Weeks Dye Works linen. I think that's the name of the color of the linen. So linen. Called for floss, except a few of the floss changes. I wrote down snowflake. So I guess the snowflake, I did something different with it. I either it was too light and I changed the top color. I think that's what happened. I couldn't see the top color. And so I changed it. And one of the baskets, I think on the basket, I couldn't see like the threads were the same for the little fruits in the basket. And so I changed that as well. So there we go. So 3 weeks focus piece in the second half of February, first half of March. And the only other thing I did to it, I added, instead of their letters, I put P for our last name, and then I've got C for me, and D for my husband, and M for our daughter. So I put our initials on it. And I really did like this piece. It was fun to do. It was my first Quaker. Like actually to finish the Quaker part of it, the little medallion part of it. And I do have a favorite medallion. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I do have a favorite one. So, Hobby Lobby ready-made frame. I saw this and I went, yeah, that one. Perfect. So, there's that. And I mentioned Hobby Lobby. I frame at our local Hobby Lobby. They pin, and they have worked with needlepoint a lot, between me and a couple of ladies in town, and at least one gentleman in town. And one of the ladies that works there, she does embroidery. And then the art guy is actually trained in not restoration, but like mounting historic antiques. He's in the art section, but he's trained in mounting and preserving antique needlepoint and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Had a couple of stars. There we go. Next finish was so that was March. February to April. There we go. I did Dearest Daughter, Blackbird Designs, and 36 count. I can't tell you what. Yeah. I got it in one of the shops in Arkansas. And most of the called for colors, except for the kind of pinks, I redid those because the pattern, it looks more purple. And that's what I wanted. So. And I'm thinking that, nope, it's the other lamp. Okay, let me do this. Oh, then it's the computer. So, 6 of one, half dozen of another. There we go. And it is pretty, the linen is pretty yellow. I don't know if that makes a difference. Glare. So, I did change out the letters in the pot and put our daughter's birth year in it. So, but 36 count, it ended up being like a 7x7 and Hobby Lobby framed. But it was one of their custom frames. So that was April, and we're just trucking along. In May, I had a May start and finish. This was actually for Nancy, the disorderly stitcher. Her birthday start was to do a bird sampler, something with birds. And so I did the pink Sparrow with needle and thread. So start and finish in May. All the called for floss and 36 count sugar cream pie is the linen, but I did not get the dyer of the linen. Anyway, again, purchased at one of the shops here in Arkansas, and they cut the piece of fabric for it. So, and I've got this hanging in the hallway right now, but this is going to eventually someday, hopefully, go to our daughter, hang in her room or somewhere. I absolutely love the little pink dogs. Those are pretty special. This was cute. I didn't know about the orange. Yeah. I didn't know about the orange, but it's fine. I love doing the bird. And what I found unique is that the alphabet is not finished. The lowercase alphabet is not finished. And I had to be okay with that. I had to be okay and not add the letters. So, I just had to be. And it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. So that was May. Yes, we're trucking along. Okay. Then I had a massive undertaking because I took all summer and worked on one piece. I had one new start during the summer. Other than that, the entire summer was this one piece. And so this is kind of my big girl for the summer. This is Peacocks in the Garden by With My Needle, not With Thy Needle and Thread, With My Needle. And it is, I started at end of May and finished kind of towards the beginning of September, middle of September. Framed at Hobby Lobby. It's done on a 36 count Mad Hatter's tea towel. And I did it with the MPI silks. So this was my first silk piece. There we go. Trying to avoid that lamp. So here we go. I absolutely love her. The teal for the peacocks was just, yeah, love it. And the border, there is a mistake in the border. I have already talked to Hobby Lobby or my girls about coming down after the holidays and taking her apart, and so I can fix it, because it'll be easy to fix. And then them slapping the back on it, and that won't, I don't even think they'll need to repin it. It'll be okay. I have several favorites in here. I bought her not just because of the house, but these side flowers, these huge ones. The tree in the middle is very similar to the tree from Little House Needleworks that we did. So I love that. The blue, the peacocks, everything in her. So yeah, Peacocks in the Garden. From my understanding, it was an adaptation from an antique. And this was a lot of firsts. So first with silks, first large piece that wasn't like 14 count Ada large piece. First herringbone stitch. Something, these running lines are not cross stitch. They were a special stitch. So lots of Bridgerton watching went into this one. So there we go. That's my big girl. I plan on doing several more big girls. I loved it. I absolutely love the experience of each little floral arrangement, each little crown, each little thing. And yeah, she was just everything. Okay, so that was September. Then my I did start a couple of pieces between them, but I'm going to do Whip Parade later on. This was my October. I started at October 1st, ended October 28th. I tell you what I have found is if I can start and focus on one piece, I can get it done really quickly. But I like starting them. So we're going to do a ton of starts. Anyway, okay, sorry. Okay, away we ride. Blackbird Designs. So as I mentioned, focus piece for October. Away we ride till it's dark as pitch to find the home of the wicked witch. So here we go. Things, this was my Halloween / fall 2024 stitch. Got it in the shop in Conway, framed at Hobby Lobby using custom framing, and this is the same frame that I had for, yeah, some color too, that I did for Peacocks in the Garden. And actually this is, I've done this for another one, but in the black version. So these are the brown, this is the brown version, but I'm doing the black version on another one that I have currently to be framed. So things I liked about this one. The pink was odd, but I like it. The orange, and I should have taken this one out, and that's okay. The top of this flower ended up like all orange, and I just went, you know what, wherever the color is going to lie, it was going to be fine. The border did not bother me very much. One of the colors, I had 3 different skeins, and I guess I got 2 different dye lots. One skein was very light, and the other 2 were kind of dark. So I made on purpose, I took a thread from here and a thread from here, and I took threads out of the different skeins to get the shadowing done right on the border. And I think that made a big difference in getting the border done the way that I wanted it done. And this is a 36 count Hazelwood is the fabric. Again, did not get the dyer's name. So, but it's a lot darker, I think, than the light, because I'm trying to get a lot of light in here so you can see things. But she is pretty. I liked the birds. The bird wings, I did the same thing where I took like the lightest of those 3 skeins of that color to do the wings. So, and that one is, because it's an October kind of Halloween stitch, she is getting put in a bag and put in the closet of wonder. And that way I can pull her out in Halloween and hang her on the wall. Take something down. I'd like to be able to do that. I'd like to get enough seasonal stuff done that I can do that I have a spot for seasonal stitching. My last finish for the year is currently at Hobby Lobby getting framed, but I can at least tell you about her and kind of tell you what happened. I had started Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs, and it was going to be, I even wrote December focus piece. Started Thanksgiving weekend, called for a floss, all the things. I really can't tell what fabric that one is. And it just says L. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I love it. And then I signed up for, oh, let me back up a little bit. Okay, so I took some time and I organized the Closet of Wonder. I organized my stash, and my stash is like everywhere, okay? So I bought some drawer, some of those 10 drawer rolly cart things from Aldi. Our local Aldi had them for sale, and I bought 3 of them and pulled out everything that was cross stitch in the entire house. A lot of quilting came with it. Not as much as I have, but some that I had in this room. And I separated things out with kits, whips, patterns, linen, threads. I bought some nice kind of paper storage boxes that were on sale at Michael's for my floss. So I've got my floss all organized, and I've got my whips all organized, and I've got my linen organized, and my kits organized. And the Jingle Ball was coming up. And I said, okay, I've got Christmas Garden. I'm going to do the Jingle Ball Christmas Garden all weekend. That's going to be fabulous. But I found where I had started a Christmas rose, and I was halfway through the letters, probably on both rows. Yeah, I was like halfway through, and I may have had one bird done. And so I took the Jingle Ball and all the way up until the 19th of December, and I finished Christmas Rose. So I started it February 13th, 2021, and finished it 12/19/2024. Now, I don't know if the computer is going to let me do this, and we will see. Sometimes this doesn't work. For well, I'm trying to see. There we go. Let's see if this will let me do it. There she is, without the lamp. So I'll have her home soon. She's coming home at New Year's. So she's down the street. Things I changed. I did change the lettering in the little floral at the top, so to put in my initials, and I did change the date to this year. And other than that, the rest of it is called for Weeks Dye Works. I had started her on 32 count. Now this was back at 2000. This was in 21. I had started her on 32 count, and I wrote trying 32 count, and then I wrote need to restart on 36 count. So I restarted her on 36 count, And I found the piece of the 32 count. It had, I had started it in the bottom border here, and that was 32 count natural. Oh, it was whatever Hobby Lobby had. It was the natural Zweigart that's like gray as all get out. And so it had this like corner and the bird's legs on it, and that was it. And I went, nope, ain't doing that. So I went and got a piece of 36 count Wren, and there she is. The house, I know she's tiny, but no, she's really nice sized. The house was wonderful. The rose is wonderful. The red in here is just wonderful. So my hardest part on this one was getting those letters and the little berries. I'm not very good at that. I do pin stitch to starts now, pin stitch for starting. I have not learned pin stitch for ending, so that's something that I want to learn. Anyway, so I did, these are the two frames that I was looking at, and we did go for the black one. So she's going to be trimmed in black. I thought very formal. And this is what I do when I go to look at frames. I will pull the frames out and I will border it up and take my own picture. And that way I can sit there and go, which one do I want? What does it look like? Yeah. But there she is without the frame. Now that's very light. Wren is you know, kind of a medium brown, nice modeling, and so yeah, she'll be picked up in a few days. So that was my last finish for the year for December. So if you're counting, lots of mysteries. Go me. But between the one that was finished some point in January, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9 finishes for 2024. I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. I didn't get anything submitted. I was trying to get Peacocks in the Garden finished and submitted for our county fair. She was not submitted in time. And so I may submit her next year for 2025 because she would have technically been done after the fair. And so I can submit her. I have lots of starts planned. I have lots of things kitted. Lots of them are big pieces. And I'm enjoying the smaller pieces, but I don't know, I'm really getting into kind of the sampler style and the bigger samplers right now. So it's going to be a fun year. It's already a fun year. I'm going to do a whip parade of some sort at some point in time. And they sit in front of the Closet of Wonder. I keep telling them I'm going to put a wreath on there. Because, yeah, it's kind of fun. So my plan is to do a whip parade and pull over the rolly cart and to just pull everything out. And I think part of that is going to be a whip of shame parade and things that are being abandoned. And one piece I've already abandoned completely, like I threw it away. Completely. I don't even, it's dead to me. So, yeah, dead to me. Anyway, so that one's going to be fun. And then I want to do a kind of a plans thing, but maybe not in the same video because that's going to be huge. So January may be a new start, a fresh start. And I'm thinking of doing kind of a, not 12 by 12 for New Year's, but a 6 by 12. I don't know yet. Anyway, so thank you everyone for your time. And if you hung around and listened to all of this, it's good to see you again. Thank you for hanging out. Best of holiday season. It's still holiday around here until Epiphany. So gotta love it. And if you want to know when I post next, be sure that you're, do the YouTube things, subscribe, like the video, click the little bell so you're notified, and hopefully I can record again soon. So have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, week, whenever. Bye.